Hi, I'm Kevin Harrington, an original shark from the hit TV show Shark Tank, and I'm here with Dr. Libby Darnell. Dr. Darnell, you're from the Active Medical Center in Chicago.
That is correct.
Hey, thanks for being here.
Oh, thanks so much for having me. I'm excited.
Now, you're an integrated a medical clinic is actually what you have.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about that? What does integrated mean?
Right, great question. So that is essentially a clinic where we have a diverse group of providers. So we've got a supervising medical doctor, nurse practitioner, we have our rehab team, chiropractors, and one of the things that we do that we're really excited about is regenerative medicine. So we've just started into this huge industry and we're seeing amazing results, which is why you and I are talking today.
Yes, and you started almost 10 years ago with a clinic, and then in 2015 you went full medical. And why did you do this? Tell me
That's a great
reasoning.
question. Yeah. So my husband and I are chiropractors by trade. We've owned our office since 2010, and he was quarterback in college, and you know that whole story, threw out his shoulder. Had to have surgery. Oh,
I know the feeling.
Yeah, yep. And eventually got to the point where he'd come home at night, and you could tell it was just, it was taking away from his ability to work and from his joy. And that's kind of our passion point, is giving people back whatever it is that brings them joy. So we started looking into this regenerative medicine space and thought, well, what do we have to lose? It's either practice or try something that we aren't super familiar with.
Okay.
And long story short, he's adjusting and doing an amazing job now, and you can tell because before and after, I mean, he couldn't even raise his arm over his head.
Oh, wow.
And now it's as if nothing has ever happened. So you should see him when he talks about this topic. He's so passionate.
That's
and
great.
So
well, you have a
excited.
lot of services you provide,
Yeah.
and it sounds like you're making some big magical transformations for people. And is there anything that is sort of unique to yourself that you guys are doing that's not in the rest of the marketplace?
Yeah, the thing I'm most excited about is what we're doing is not cookie cutter.
Okay.
There's no one size fits all. A lot of people in this space will have maybe a tank in their back clinic that's all the same product and it's the same injection. And what we do is an entire protocol. So it's customized to what the patient needs and what we really know is going to take to get them back to their joy.
Fantastic. So I mentioned transformation.
Yeah.
You said your husband, he couldn't raise his arm above a certain point. Do you have any other stories you want to share?
Oh, for sure.
People that you've helped along the way?
Yeah. Well, of course, good news travels fast.
Yes.
And so we have people that come in from, out of state and fly in. We've had most recently a ballerina who couldn't dance, and she's 16. That's her life. That's what she wants to go to college for. So her parents just thought, whatever you need to do. She flew in, we did her protocol, had her go home, do the rest of her protocol, and she didn't miss a day, and she was supposed to have surgery.
Wow.
I mean, we've had people that they're at the point where they're non-functional, and don't let it get that far, but they're at the point where they're literally non-functional. They've got surgery scheduled, and they're looking at a life, on the couch, and they come in and, man, they're back to golfing, back to whatever it is.
That's amazing.
Guys in golf. I don't know what that is.
I love that too. All right, but you mentioned don't let it get that far, and I was just going to ask, when should somebody actually come in? Is there a good time when somebody
you first notice a problem, right? That first time the injury happens.
Okay.
And what happens is people, especially like athletes, we see a lot of athletes, they're going to power through it. They're tough, they're mind tough, body tough. They're going to power through it until it's almost too late.
They may do more danger, actually.
Absolutely.
Cause more problems.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. So the sooner the better.
Yeah. And so the world of regenerative medicine is exploding. And why do you think that's happening? I mean, you seem to be at the right place at the right time.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, people are in pain. We are in a nation where Americans, we work hard, we are tough, we're going to power through so that we can enjoy our years later. And then we get there and our quality of life isn't there to actually enjoy what we work so hard for. And I think that's why this industry is becoming so big, because now we're at a point where we can make up for some of that lost time and really get that healing going, get that healing process started.
And I think you have an amazing, close to 10-year track record doing this. So this is not something you've just started. Others are just getting in, but you've been doing this for quite a while. Why do you love helping other people?
Oh, I think it goes back to seeing somebody who thought they'd never be able to do whatever it is, whether it's a grandparent who cannot pick up her grandchild. I mean, that's a big one. Or somebody who they grew up their whole life running and now they can't run. And the day they walk in and they said, I just ran a 5K. I mean, that's an incredible feeling. So just to get people back to doing what gives them that sparkle in their eye, that's why I do it.
Yeah, so it's so fulfilling for you, and I mean, your husband is now one of your, he's one of your magical transformations, and that's fantastic. I have a bad shoulder, so we got to be talking here, okay?
You gotta fly to
come to Chicago. I go to the Houseware Show every year, so
great.
there's a couple other conferences, but thank you for being with us today. And for those that are interested in tracking you down, there's information on the screen, and they can get in touch with you directly. Dr. Libby, thank you for being here.
Thanks
so excited
for having me.
to have you. Thanks for being with us today. Thank you.